So I'm back at the supercharger, need to charge. I did a road trip, so I want to charge a bit. So let's see. Today is another beautiful day. The supercharger is quite busy. There are 4 other cars on an 8th stall. Fortunately, I found a spot without another car beside me, so it should be full power. I'm at 24%. It will charge to 80 or 85 depending how it goes. And it's charging 110, 114. Yeah, 114. Okay. High usage supercharger, you see. Charging limit is set to 80%, adjust the limit if needed. So because it's very busy, this supercharger, I think they should make it bigger. There is another one about probably 5 kilometers, no, maybe 10 kilometers from here. Is at the mall. It's pretty big, and they have a version 4 superchargers too, plus a bunch of destination chargers because people can leave the car and go to do shopping for some time. And then there are some V3. I'm not sure if there are V2s for older Tesla. I'm not sure. Anyway, actually I finished the download of the software update. Let me check here. The software update 2025.2.8. We'll do it later on. Right now I'm charging, so I don't want to get stuck here. And I wanted to talk about so we'll do the supercharger talk. I think it's 49 or 50. Let me check. Supercharger talk number. Sorry, just a second. Let me. 49. We'll do the 49. So, what I want to talk about that Tesla sales. So, looks like that in China. Oh, first of all, the Tesla Model Y Juniper sales are on and delivery are on. This, I think, from yesterday officially. I know that there have been already some delivery. And then now they're delivery officially, let's say. Okay, so China had more than 200,000 reserve Model Ys. We don't know if that number is accurate, or maybe they're more, maybe they're less. We don't know. Here in Europe, the situation is a bit different. Tesla sales are down big time, like double digit, heavy double digit, in a sense that it's 30, 40, 50, 60% less, at least in the big countries like Germany, France. I don't count Italy because the percentage of sales here is always low because the government is against the EV and they're doing campaigns against EVs. And other countries too. UK instead, the sales looks good, look okay, and Ireland look good. But don't remember Sweden and Norway. Norway is a different story because Norway has probably more than 90% of sales are EVs. Okay, so they reach peak. So let's put it aside Norway, which is a happy land. But in all our Europe, sales are down year over year and month over month, while EV sales are up. And I think in January was plus 34%. So there is this big discrepancy between EV sales and Tesla sales. And of course, the reason is because Elon Musk involvement in politics. Don't want to get there because otherwise it becomes a mess. But that's the reality. EV sales are up, Tesla sales are down. Now, Model Y is on sales now, and delivery are happening. So that might change because, as you remember, Model Y is the most sold, in 2004 was the most sold car, including ICE cars. So both EV and ICE cars, Tesla Model Y was the most sold car. So things might change, and also it might be because the switch from the older Model Y production to the newer one, so they had a bunch of gap and delay for the switch. Okay, that's the normality when you switch production to a new model. So that might influence that. Now here in Europe, Model 3 are made in China. So the Giga Berlin in Berlin, the production of Tesla are only Model Ys for the European market. So there are all these things to get in the picture. About the US, I'm not sure. I think the sales were a bit down over here. I don't know month to month. We'll see. The presidency there is not pro EVs or renewable, and so that's another problem. So some people don't understand this. So until you reach a certain percentage of the market with EVs, EVs do not compete against each other. They compete against ICE car. So the choice is, do I buy an EV, an electric car, or do I buy a diesel or gas car? Okay. Until you reach, I don't know the number, but I was reading about 30-40% of market share of EVs. At that point, it means that people already put their mind on EVs, and so at that point, the thinking is, which EV do I buy? Okay. So right now in Italy and many other countries in Europe, since that percentage is not that high, it's do I buy an EV or an ICE car, electric or diesel or gasoline, okay, gas car. Unfortunately, a car is coming. Hopefully, it doesn't park close to me. Instead, it's parking close to me. No, please don't. So I'll keep charging. Yes. Cool. It didn't park close to me, so I can continue. And another Tesla came, so maybe it's parking over there too. Good for me. It's full. The parking lot is almost full. Just one spot beside me. Anyway, so this is the situation for Teslas in Europe and around the world. I wanted to test the Model Y. I emailed Tesla, but it looks like they didn't respond. So maybe I'll call them and do a test drive to see how big a difference is between Model Y Juniper and my older version Model Y. Older, 2 years, so it's not that old. Of course, there is going to be a big difference because I have the Model Y Performance, so stiffer suspension compared to the two new Model Ys that are sold, which are long range and real wheel and all wheel long range. So that's the situation. So hopefully I can test it soon because I'm very curious. I'm very curious to see how the suspension are and to see if the upgrade would make sense, and even how much would they give me for this car if I sell, which is another problem because if not many cars are sold, that means they will give me less money. So I will have to check on a private. This I'm talking about Tesla. I have to check selling privately. We'll see how it goes. So as I said, there was a Tesla software update. The download is finished, so I'm going to do the installation later on at home, as soon as I get home, or maybe this afternoon. So this week is going to be raining all day, and let me show you one thing. So I mounted the HaloDisc 2 from HaloBLK that will increase the efficiency, and of course I trashed them. It was kind of dirty. I went to Radicondoli to take a walk, to take a ride, and it's all dirty, unfortunately. So, but this week is going to rain, so they're going to be clean by the rain. The ride was great, so check it out on my channel. And please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, will help me a lot. With making videos, I put a lot of effort sharing my experience with the Model Y here in Italy. Another thing I wanted to mention, here in Italy there is a lot of criticism towards EVs because they said, oh, you don't have enough range to go around. That's the argument. And the other argument is they are expensive. Expensive, well, depends which one you're looking for. Most of the people here in Italy, the statistics says that they do between 10 and 30 kilometers per day to commute. Okay, so the thing of you don't have enough range is just a perception. And of course, it doesn't help that the government is against EVs. They take any opportunity that they have to bash EVs and renewable. They're all pro gas and oil, just dumb. So that argument of range is gone. Doesn't make any sense. Expensive. Of course, if you're looking at Tesla, compared to other cars, of course they are expensive. Most of the people, they have a smaller car, because if you live in a city, there is no way you can always park anywhere. It's very difficult to find a parking spot. Fortunately, I have a courtyard where I can park, so otherwise it would be a big problem. But there are a bunch of cheap models that are coming here in Europe, especially, and Volkswagen, Renault, Dacia, GM. There are a bunch of it, and they're coming many models from China. So that excuse is going to go away. But there is a big difference between here in Italy and other European countries, where, for example, I know in France, in France and Germany, EVs are taking off. Also in UK, Sweden and Norway, they're civil countries, so they are on the front line of this change. So they're good, them. Here in Italy, we are always, last on keep up with innovation, unfortunately. And the biggest benefit is health, because ice car, they pollute, and if you remove all that pollution, they account for about 30%. It's a big deal. And north of Italy is the most polluted region in Europe. Most polluted region in Europe. And in Europe, I was reading that there were 800,000 deaths due to pollution a year. Here in Italy are between 60 and 80,000 a year. So imagine that you switch to EVs, most of the death, and of course, death, but then there are people get sick and they become chronically sick. So those people, those deaths, they go away. Of course, not right away, but in time. And so you save, of course, it's bad to say, but you save money on that front, but you save money on health, on Medicare and Medicaid for people, okay? And so that switch is all good from every front line. You don't pollute, no noise in the cities, people don't get sick, And of course, the safety. EVs are much more safe than normal cars for a number of reasons. Okay, and looks like people that talk about this stuff are not. They're a bit ignorant about the topic, and so you can when you talk with them, you can tell that they don't know much about it. EVs. They never try one. They don't know anything about batteries. They actually don't know that EVs are more efficient than ICE cars, you know, from all point of views. Anyway, just a rambling right now. So this was Supercharged Talk number 49. Again, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to finish to charge, so I'll get back to you in 20 minutes, something like that. So stay tuned. So I'm done charging. It's pretty fast. Okay, done. Okay, nice charge. The weather is fantastic. Maybe I'll do a ride to in Proneta. Let's see if other people want to go. So Supercharged Talk number 49 done. Charging done. And that's it. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, share it. And if you buy a Tesla, please use my Tesla referral code. It's in the description. Okay, so I'll see you on next video. Ciao, Tesla people.